What is good, everybody, and welcome to a new segment we're calling Locker Room Talk, where we're giving you all the latest on Panthers news buzzing around the city. And again, I'm your host, Shanti Stewart. So for this week of the first version of Locker Room Talk, we got to talk about last week's game against the Seattle Seahawks. That's a game where, again, I expected the offense to come out and do what they did. Maybe not as well to the point where you throw the ball 58 times, but I did expect to see Andy Dalton get the offense going in the right direction. What we haven't seen from this offense so far is it's really been a consistency with the receiver position. Still really didn't see it from the guys you wanted to see it from, but Adam Thielen and Andy Dalton seem to have that connection going on early. I think the biggest difference you saw from Andy Dalton compared to Bryce Young is that there is more of a trust with his receivers right now. I mean, again, Andy Dalton, the guy's been in this league for 13 seasons for a reason. I mean, he's a guy that's played alongside veteran guys like AJ Green, guys like Mohamed Sanu. Again, a varying type of receivers that Bryce just hasn't played with yet. We saw what Bryce played with in college. Guys like Jameson Williams, John Mechie, more of those speedster type of guys. But you still start to see that the processing for Bryce, man, even though I think that was one of his strengths coming out of college, it hasn't seemed to be what we thought it would be, at least early on. And I think that right now we're still waiting for the game to slow down for him. So until that point happens, man, you start to see a guy like Adam Thielen have these big days with Andy Dalton, and you do understand that it's more of a trust between two guys that have been in this league for a long time. So until I don't know. I think we got to do more quarterback-friendly things for Bryce right now in order to get him comfortable, and it may not happen this year with this group. So getting more into the Minnesota matchup, you're looking at a Minnesota squad that's currently 0-3, but this doesn't feel like a real 0-3 squad if you watch them play at any point throughout the year. You're talking about the best weapon in football in Justin Jefferson. Even a guy in KJ Osborne that's also been productive, and a rookie receiver that's definitely showed us what your rookie receiver can look like when done properly, in Jordan Addison. Right now, our secondary is banged up with, I think, C.J. Henderson didn't finish the game yesterday. Xavier Woods didn't finish the game yesterday. I think the only starter we have left right now for the starters will be Dante Jackson and Von Bell. So I don't really know what we do in the back end. I mean, I saw good things out of Troy Hill and some of these cats, but remember, these are guys that are just starting to come onto the team in the last couple of weeks that we're expected to start full 60-minute games for us. So I can't really say I expect a whole lot out of this group right now. Offensively, the left side of the offensive line has to be better. We thought putting Zavala and Ike Ekwonu on the same side as they were in college would help us, have some continuity. But again, we're still working with a rookie guard. We're still working with a young tackle that's having to adjust to a new scheme that right now just doesn't seem to fit for him as we speak. Overall, Bozeman has to be better as well. And until we get more consistency on that front line, I don't see us doing many, positive things offensively. And the last point to make is, our run defense has not lived up to the billing that I thought it would be. Deshaun Williams, Shy Tuttle haven't been those pieces in the interior that I thought would dominate and help us in the ground game, and also being banged up at the linebacker position as is. A guy like Cam Akers, who just got traded there, should be looking to have a big day. I can't imagine that if you're the Minnesota Vikings that you don't try to apply the run game. You don't try to balance this thing out. I mean, really, what every team has shown when they play us is that there isn't much you can't do against our defense. Avero's groups have been good enough in holding teams down probably for about the first half. And you have to play a patient style of football where you have to just take what the defense is giving you. But eventually, you start to see that, man, these guys, they don't force enough turnovers. They can't get to the quarterback come second half. And again, if we just keep leaning on their defensive front, they can't stop the run either. So again, I don't really know how we end up with a victory this week, but those are the keys right now to what could possibly be a Panthers upset. So like I said at the beginning of the video, this segment is no longer called Money in the Bank. This is what we call Locker Room Talk here at Locker Room Charlotte. So be sure to tap in, get you some new Panthers gear, and tap in every week on the YouTube channel to get these videos as soon as they drop.